Hello, I'm Andrew, and in this video I'll be giving you some helpful hints on choosing the best club shaft flex for your golf swing. Shaft flex refers to the amount of bend in the shaft of the club as you swing it. It is one of the most important components to consider when matching a club to your swing, so pay attention. The amount of flex you should have is dependent on the speed and tempo of your swing. If you really like to grip it and rip it with a super fast swing, you'll need a stiffer flex. If you're a slow and easy swinger like the ladies and the more experienced, i.e. older players, you can play with a more whippy and softer shaft. Having the wrong flex in your shaft means you could be losing distance and/or accuracy, as your club face can become misaligned at impact, which can cause you to spray shots all over the place. I'll start off by saying that most players think they swing faster than they do. This means that a lot of players are using a shaft that is too stiff for them, and as a result they're actually losing the extra distance they're fibbing about. When you're unsure about your flex, always err on the side of more flex. If you can't decide between regular and stiff, go with regular. So let's have a look at the different flexes and work out what's right for you. The flexiest shaft you can get is a lady shaft, which you may see abbreviated to L. If your driver carries distance less than 180 yards or 165 metres, then this is probably best for you. Now notice I said carries, not distance. Carries means where the ball hits the ground and doesn't include the distance it rolls, so make sure you don't overestimate because of this. Another point worth mentioning is that this shaft flex is named ladies to help the average player work out what's best for them. Just because you're a bloke, don't feel like you shouldn't even look at a lady shaft. With your hybrid and irons, if you usually hit your 3 or 5 wood from 150 yards or 135 metres, then you should be looking at a ladies flex for your hybrids and irons. Now once you get a little stiffer, you're looking at the seniors flex. If your driver carries distance between 180 to 210 yards or 165 to 190 metres, then this is probably the best for you. With your hybrids and your irons, if you're hitting a 3 or 4 iron or hybrid, 150 yards or 135 metres, you're probably looking at a senior shaft in your irons. As we get a little bit stiffer again, you're looking at a regular flex, which you may see abbreviated to R. If your driver carries distance between 210 to 250 yards or 190 to 225 metres, then a regular shaft is for you. If the driver you're looking at has a rifle or Project X shaft, they measure the stiffness in numbers, so you'd want a 5.0 if you're at the lower end of that distance range, or a 5.5 if you're towards the top end. With your hybrids and your irons, if you're hitting a 5 or 6 iron 150 yards or 135 metres, you're probably looking at a regular shaft in your irons. With the rifle and Project F shafts, this is equivalent to 5.0. Now we're getting to the big hitters. The next stiffest flex is strangely called stiff. You will see this abbreviated to S. If your driver carries distances between 250 to 275 yards or 225 to 245 metres, then this is for you. If the driver you're looking at has a rifle or Project X shaft, then you want a 6.0 flex if you're at the lower end of that distance range, or a 6.5 if you're towards the top end. With your hybrids and irons, if you're hitting 7 or 8 iron, 150 yards to 135 metres, you are probably looking at a stiff shaft in your irons. With rifle and Project X shafts, this is equivalent to a 5.5 if you're hitting a 7 iron, or a 6.0 if you're hitting an 8 iron. Now finally, for the long bombers. Most of you are never going to be able to hit this far without some serious performance enhancing drugs. But if you are one of the few that does, you want the stiffest flex out there, and you'll never guess what it's called. That's right, extra stiff. You will see this abbreviated to X. If your driver carries over 275 yards or 245 metres, you should consider the extra stiff shaft. If the driver you're looking at has a rifle or Project S shaft, then you want a 7.0. With your hybrids and irons, if you're flicking a 9 iron in from 150 yards or 135 metres, you're also looking at extra stiff shaft for your irons. With a rifle and Project X, that's a 7.0 also. So there you have it. Match the right club flex to your swing and you'll be hitting the ball longer, straighter, and less at your playing companions. I hope this has helped, and thanks for watching.